Someone took by position the MVPs of the 1990s and then put them up by position against the MVPs of the 2000s. And
what was this at?
It was on social media. I grabbed the graphic. I'll put it up on Big Shot Bob Pod on Twitter and Instagram. I'll send it to you, basically. Put it up. So like, for instance, at the one, your point guard position, 1990 league MVP Magic Johnson or 2001 league MVP Allen Iverson at the one.
First of all, Allen Iverson wasn't a point guard, so that one should be thrown out.
Right, but they're coming up with the hypothetical debate here.
I'm going with
I'm gonna go Magic.
It's hard to bypass Magic. If you go shooting guard, 96 MVP Michael Jordan versus 2008 MVP Kobe Bryant.
I'm not answering this question.
Michael Jordan.
I guess, how do you pick against Michael Jordan, even if it is Kobe Bryant?
Here's the thing about
Michael Jordan.
Because it's like, I know Kobe is the second coming of Michael Jordan, but I just think there's one thing from playing with Kobe and one thing from played against both these guys. So Michael Jordan really didn't have any flaws in his game. None. Kobe had one flaw in his game.
And what was that?
He couldn't play post-up defense.
Okay.
That's the only flaw Kobe had in his game. Because you think about, go back to that Portland series, what Portland was doing to him. It was posting him up with Bonnie. Not Bonnie. What's his name? Is it Bonnie? It starts with Steve Smith was one, and it was posting him up. And Phil doesn't like the double team. And then Kobe didn't want the double team. And like, when you think about it, it's an art to play in post defense. And Kobe plays defense on the perimeter awesome. So he thinks he can use the same way he plays post defense on the perimeter. And you can't. You have to be more flexible and giving, because guys will use your aggressiveness against you. And so, and I would try to tell Kobe, don't have your stance so wide. It's not about strength. It's about positioning. And he just never got it down to where he got it down when he became 24. But 8 Kobe was not a good post defender. So
okay.
I know people are going to like text me, email me, social media, like, how dare you say that about Kobe? It's just, there's nobody in the fucking world that's perfect. Michael Jordan wasn't perfect either.
Oh, hell no.
He wasn't a really good perimeter defender. There was guys out there better than him. And so, people are just going to now like saying, I'm not knocking Kobe, people. I'm not knocking Kobe. I'm just saying he did have a chink in his armor. Just like Shaq couldn't shoot free throws. Every NBA player has a chink. Hell, I had a chink. I couldn't dribble the fucking basketball. So there's a lot of chinks in the NBA.
See, there you go. There you go. Today's show, Robert Horry hates Kobe's game. I love
it. Look, you're right. You're right. I was going to take, Mike anyway, but Lord, we celebrating the anniversary of Kobe. Right, he just don't take Michael like that. It's just...
when
dude, I guess if it was yesterday, I would have did it.
But today, sorry. Yeah. All right, but the small forward, I think this one's easy. Small forward, 93 MVP Charles Barkley versus 2009 MVP LeBron James. I think you take LeBron all day over Chuck, and there's no disrespect
LeBron
to Chuck.
James.
LeBron James. Power forward. This one's kind of tough for me. 99 MVP Karl Malone versus 2002 MVP Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Who do you want?
Tim Duncan.
Man, that's tough. And I know Tim is Tim, but the mailman?
But Tim is the greatest 4 of all time.
I've had to guard both of them, and Tim was a harder guard for me than Karl Malone. Even though Karl Malone was stronger, but Tim was just bigger, can shoot over the top. He could do a little bit of everything. And I think the 2002 Tim could shoot free throws too. So I would take Tim.
I think the construction man agrees with you.
He was like, take Tim. Yeah. Drill 18 more holes in this wall.
Hey, I'm kind of scared because he's drilling away a little too much right now.
Yeah. Well, I think he's waiting for your picks to see how far through that drill goes. You know what I mean? All right, last one, and then we'll look at the teams overall. The last one, again, very tough for me. And I don't know how you're going to pick this.
Oh, shit.
At center, 1994 MVP Hakeem Olajuwon versus 2000 MVP Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
you want the dream or do you want Shaq?
Or you want the diesel?
I'm going to take Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay.
You know, and the reason because he was also defensive player of the year that year.
He was.
So I'm gonna take that guy
to
the fact that he won 2 awards. You know, Shaq was probably at 2000. That was the scared of field. That's the scared of field Shaq. The in shape Shaq like no other Shaq before. Yeah. You know, didn't give a fuck. It gas Shaq. You know, that Shaq was a bad man. But due to the fact that Dream won Defensive Player of the Year also that year, I'm going with the 94 Hakeem Olajuwon.
God in heaven, man, oh man. Robert Horry, no love for his former Lakers team. None at all, I tell you. Hey. All right, well, so anyway, but
why you got to put it like that,
man? Because I'm just trying to put fuel on the fire. That's all. That's my job on this show. Fuel. All right, well, here's your teams. Magic, Mike, Barkley, Malone, Dream.
No, it was LeBron.
No.
Oh, I thought you. Oh,
listen to me. So here's your '90s team. Mm-hmm. Your '90s team is Magic, Jordan, Barkley, Malone, Dream, versus the 2000s team: Iverson, Kobe, LeBron, Duncan, and Shaq. Who do you like overall? '90s team versus two. We do one by position, but '90s team.
Hold on, but he never. Who you taking? Shaq or Dream though?
Am I?
No, he didn't pick. Who you taking?
Who you taking? Baby?
Oh, Shaq or Dream?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
I mean, no disrespect to Dream. I'm picking Shaq. 2000 Shaq? Yeah. Nobody could stop him. He was unstoppable. He was unstoppable.
I sat there and watched the Diesel in 2000, and only person I could see stopping him was Jesus Christ himself. And I'm gonna take the Diesel on that one. And I love the Dream. Dream had the most impeccable footwork of any big man I probably ever seen.
And probably one of the hardest working big men I've ever seen play the game.
But you're not guard. You were not moving Shaq with anything.
You could hit him with a truck, and he would just keep going. I mean,
and you have to pray for the truck.
Yeah, I have to fix this damn truck. So anyway, so your '90s team versus your 2000s team. What team do you want overall?
It's weird that I took down there everybody on the '90s team, but I'm taking the 2000 team to win. Though.
As a team, as a team, right?
Yeah, as a team.
So by position's one thing, but as a team, Iverson, Kobe, LeBron, Duncan, and Shaq.
Because if you really look at the 2000 team, it's great positioning. You know, who is Magic going to guard on that other team? Magic can't guard nobody on the other team.
Iverson going to cross him up.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to Magic, because Magic's amazing. Yeah, Prime Magic.
It doesn't sound funny, but that is your weak link on the 90 team is Magic. And Magic's my favorite player of all time.
Barkley's,
Now, I won't say Barkley. Barkley would D you up. You know, I know he can't guard LeBron probably, but, you know, it's because now you're thinking about Donut Barkley. We ain't talking about Donut Barkley.
No, I know.
Prime Barkley.
You're talking about round, mound, to rebound.
Yeah.
Chuck. Yeah, no, I got
you would almost have to put Magic on LeBron.
Tim. You have to put Magic on Tim.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you have to put Magic on LeBron because Carl can't guard LeBron. But then again, Charles might be able to guard LeBron. But see, now who's going to call AI? Nobody on that team can guard AI. No one's going to pick but Michael Jordan. But then who's going to guard Kobe? Nobody on that team can guard Kobe.
Yeah, Mike's going to move.
Mike and Kobe cancel each other out. Mm-hmm. Because they're not far from one. Obviously, you said we know Mike is a little better because, you know, he's one up in one area, but they cancel each other out because I'm basically almost the same player.
Yeah. So next question, are we playing 90 rules or 2000 rules?
That's another good question. I don't know. I didn't get that far into the hypothetical, but yeah, you're right. 90s rules? I don't know. I mean, I think prime 2000 Shaq in the 90s might have killed a couple people.
Oh, yeah.
There might have been a couple people come up with half a face or no teeth, or I mean, if you just allowed that man to just freely hit people like in the 90s, oh, boy.